You should.
All right, so let's begin by taking a deep breath in together. And on the exhale, softening the face, the jaw, the shoulders, the neck, and letting that exhale wash over the body, inviting eyelids to close or turning the gaze down. And beginning to notice the body breathing. Feeling the flow of air as it enters the nostrils, moves down the throat and into the lungs, and sensing the breath as it leaves the body, emptying out the lungs, sensing the body sitting and stable, the body breathing. And let's bring to mind an intention for today's practice. In our practice together, what is that North Star that one is reaching for, that one is looking towards for direction, for clarity, so that when we get lost in thoughts, when we're confused and worried, that we can orient to the North Star to find our way again. That our intention orients us back here to this moment. Intentions can be very simple, perhaps to clear the mind, to experience grounding, to sense the heart opening, to touch into peace. To be present to what is emerging each and every moment, each and every breath. Enveloping intention with breath, letting go of all that happened before now, releasing all anticipatory thoughts of what might happen at some point in the future, and arriving here right at the very tip of this unfolding moment. So we pause. We push the pause button on all that's happening. Relax and soften the body into the moment, and open to all that's arising. And we attune a certain sensitivity to what's right here at the very tip of this moment. Sounds coming and going, body sensations arising and falling away. Thoughts arising, bringing awareness and coming back to this moment that's arising now. Body scans are a formal practice that can help to steady the mind as we bring attention to a body part that's named and we rest attention there, noticing any sensations, noticing movement, temperature, pressure, volume, weight, noticing the qualities. And then we shift our attention to the next body part. And in this way, each part of the body becomes an anchor for the mind to rest. When the mind wanders and gets lost in thoughts, the moment we're aware, we simply call the mind back right here, right now. Let's begin with the feet, the part of the body that's furthest away from the heart, sensing the toes, feeling the contact that the feet are having with whatever support is beneath the floor, the cushion. Sensing the tops of the feet and the ankles. Noticing if sensations have a feeling tone of pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. Calves, shins, awareness of knees, upper legs, sensing weight, volume, moving up into the hips where the legs meet the pelvis. Noticing the pelvis, the bony structures, the soft tissue, and each time the mind wanders off into thoughts, planning, judgments, assumptions, worries, We can tap into our North Star, our intention for practice. Return again home to the body. And to the experience of the practice as we move to belly, sensing the breath expanding and contracting. The sides of the waistline, low back, pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral, sensing the feeling tone within the body. Noticing the upper, or the middle abdomen around the solar plexus, the base of the sternum, around the sides of the rib cage, and the back of the rib cage. Sensing the whole mid-torso expanding on each inhale, contracting with each exhale. Awareness of the upper chest, sensing the breath expanding around the sides of the rib cage, just below the armpits. Awareness of upper back, shoulder blades, tops of the shoulders. Noticing any tension and inviting softness. Any weight that may feel burdensome, perhaps just for now, we can let that fall away like a cloak, a heavy cloak that drops to the ground. Shifting awareness to arms, upper, lower, sensing weight and volume. Noticing what arms are making contact with another part of the body, any other supports beneath. Awareness of hands and fingers. Sensing any vibration, cool, warm, moist, dry. What is the experience within the hands? Moving awareness to neck and throat. What sensations can be experienced here right now that are unfolding each and every moment? Awareness of the weight of the head, the skull, the brain. Awareness of the face. Noting any muscles that are clenching or tightening around the jaw, eyes. Inviting softness. Awareness of the whole body breathing. Anchoring the busy, active, distracted mind to the body as a way to calm and soothe and steady the mind. Sensing the whole body breathing, chest rising and falling. Sensing the breath. Each time the mind wanders, calling ourselves back home again to this moment, this breath. And as we practice attuning the mind, cultivating the sensitivity to what is emerging, we're sharpening the mind's capacities to be with what is, just as it is, just as it's arising. Noticing if the mind has wandered again, which is the nature of the mind to scan, to protect us. It's part of its job, part of its that part of our survival brain. We can call ourselves back again, right here to this home, the body breathing. We can also notice the feeling tone, how any emotions that are stirred up may be expressing through the body as sensations, pointing towards the heart center, and any vulnerable emotions that may be experienced. We can turn a tenderness, a tender attention to hold whatever's here lightly, and perhaps even bringing a dose of compassion to whatever part of us is experiencing emotions that may be unpleasant, distracting. Meeting emotions exactly as they are, holding them with acceptance and with the wisdom that they will change like everything in constant flux. In the words of Mark Nepo, the courage of the seed. All the buried seeds crack open in the dark the instant they surrender to a process that they cannot see. What a powerful lesson is the beginning of spring. All around us, everything small and buried surrenders to a process that none of the buried parts can see. And this innate surrender allows everything edible and fragrant to break ground into a life of light that we call spring. As the seed of the earth cannot imagine itself as an orchid or a hyacinth or anything else, neither can a heart packed with hurt imagine itself loved or at peace. The courage of the seed is that once cracking, it cracks all the way. Noticing what is arising now as we come to the very tip of awareness of what is emerging, and sensing what is emerging within the body, within the heart. And holding everything with care and kindness. And offering metta, loving kindness to ourselves. May I be safe, protected, and loved. May I be safe, protected, and loved. May I be free of suffering, and may I be at peace. May I be free of suffering, and may I be at peace. And offering oneself any other metta, And offering metta to all beings everywhere. May all beings be safe, protected, and loved. May all beings be safe, protected, and loved. May all beings be free of suffering and be at peace. May all beings be free of suffering and be at peace. And offering any other metta to all beings everywhere. Bringing our hands together at our heart center and bowing to the practice with gratitude to all the teachings of the Buddha and bowing to each other. Namaste.